Hello, friends. My name is James Hopkins, and as always, I'm joined by my good friends Brian Castiglione and Anthony Alessino, as well as my younger brother, Jack Hopkins. On this show, we're all about parlays, overs, unders, spreads, and money lines. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Parlay-Vous. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of the Parlay-Vous podcast. No little Jack today. When the callus calls, you must answer. He has to work. We got Anthony Alessino. We got Brian Castiglione. Before we get into Jets and Giants, as we start to kind of hash out what this show is going to be come February, we want to start folding in some other stuff outside of football. So UFC 281 took place this weekend in Madison Square Garden in the greatest city on earth. And it was Izzy Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. This is the only fight that I watched. I said it night of the fight. I still feel that way. You had said that a couple of judges said the same thing. I had it Izzy 3-1, and then he walked into the left hand from God.
Yeah,
Every judge
definitely. Izzy was fighting very well.
He was, but the one thing now, scared isn't the word. I don't want to say scared, but he seemed mindful of that left hand. It was relevant. It was prevalent the entire fight to me that he seemed a little mindful of that left hook.
It did. I don't want to say that he was fighting cautiously, but it didn't feel like he was. I don't know. It was weird. He kept backing himself up against the cage a lot. I feel like in waiting for Pereira to kind of come in so he could clinch with him. So maybe that's kind of what he was doing, avoiding kind of catching the left by standing in the middle of the octagon. That's the only thing I could think of.
Which is ironically how he caught it, trying to grapple. He shot a clinch, missed it, left hook, caught. Left uppercut.
I did. I think it's, and I think you texted it to the group chat that night, and I think it was Pereira's just keep moving forward. I mean, it just didn't stop. But I do think, and I think this is going to be interesting. And Alessino said this on Sunday at football, but like, we put Pereira against a wrestler. What does it look like?
It's over. And
do you know what I'm saying?
It's over.
Adesanya not really big on the ground, and he had 2 or 3 takedowns on him and looked halfway decent on the ground. And we saw Adesanya versus Jan Blachowicz. Granted, it is up a weight class, but the man didn't even stand a chance. Like,
no,
do you know what I'm
saying? No way.
So,
Yeah.
I think you brought up Whitaker against Pereira, and I agree. I think as far as hands and wrestling go.
So here's how it is, and it's no disrespect to Adesanya because I think he's fantastic. I think he's generational as far as it goes in the UFC. I mean, he wins this fight. This was nothing more than a legacy fight, but I think they all are now for Adesanya.
I mean, when you run through the division,
yeah,
right.
The biggest mistake Adesanya did was go up in weight. If he never had gone up in weight, he could have been the best in his weight class ever.
I disagree because that's everything to gain, nothing to lose.
Yeah,
especially because Izzy's a cat who doesn't seem like he needs to cut much weight for 185.
Right.
And you're going in there at 205, probably what did he weigh under 205 at the weigh-in, didn't he? Wasn't he like 203 and a half?
Yeah.
But still, like,
and then Jan's going in there 220, 225.
Right. And that's what he's cutting down to.
And that's the issue, is there's the 25 pounds of mass and a wrestler.
That's why he wrestled him, basically.
Here's the way I see it. He was chasing John Jones, and you can't deny the fact that he was chasing John Jones. And he thought that he needed to do that at that time because that was his way to catch John Jones.
Right.
If he was the light heavyweight champion, he'd have a claim to John Jones. He didn't need to do that. And I'm not saying I don't think he's what's the word I'm looking for? I don't bash him for doing it. Like, you know, I think it was a good move. I think it was like I respect the move. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he didn't need it for his legacy. It stalled out everything. And then after that fight, it was a couple boring fights, as the casual fan would say. You know, whenever there's no vicious knockout, the fans are like, "Well, that was, he's just fucking, he's pointing him, he's pointing him out."
Fighter. He's a kickboxer.
Yeah, he is, but he's very, very malicious. He's very ruthless. He's very on point with his punches. I mean, they connect.
We've seen the knockout against Whitaker. right in the middle of the cage, caught him on the counter. We
Paulo
saw the knockout
Costa,
against Costa.
Yeah, he banged
Same
with
thing.
him.
Middle of the cage,
Like,
caught him on the counter.
So whatever. It is what it is. I felt like that's
Who was it that he just like 1-2 doinked? Like it wasn't even a brutal knockout. It was just like jab hook doinked him. Was that Paolo?
No, Costa he caught like in the middle of the cage.
No,
he
he
like
caught him.
slipped and
Not to get off the beaten path there. I just saw Paulo Costa doesn't have a win over anyone
nope
currently in the. Is it ranked or in the UFC?
in the UFC.
Yeah,
I mean,
guy's
yeah.
a bum.
But anyway, so I think that he kind of lost momentum in that sense with the fans. And then, he goes and fights this guy who clearly, I mean, we can say now he has his number. But back to what you were saying. Let's go full circle with this. I don't claim to be a fighter. I don't claim to know what I like, obviously whatever, but I study it. I do know it. And there were positions where I was screaming at the TV saying, hook your leg.
Yeah.
Hook your leg.
Yeah.
Hook the leg. You have his back. You have his entire back.
Mm-hmm.
Hook the leg. He's breathing from the mouth. Whitaker finishes that. Like, Whitaker gets him in that position, and Whitaker finishes the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go through, realistically, we could probably go. Do you have the top 10 of the weight class?
I could pull it up real quick. Let me see real quick. I mean, I'm sure Whitaker's probably, I would think 4 or 5 at least.
Yeah, I had pulled it up the other night, and who do I remember seeing in there that I haven't seen in a while?
I got it up.
The gorilla.
Yeah.
Why can't I think of his
Cannonier?
name? No. The English guy.
Oh, Martin Vittori?
No, he's Italian.
All right, Whitaker's 2 right now. We got Costa, Cannonier, Strickland, Brunson, and Hermanson.
All right, so do it again. Sorry. Do say it one more time. Go a little slower. Just
all right, so in this order: Whitaker, Vittori, Costa, Pereira, Cannonier, Strickland, Brunson, Jack Hermanson.
So Brunson, Cannonier, and Whitaker. Go ahead. What's the next after him?
After who?
Brunson.
Brunson is Jack Hermanson, Andre Muniz, and then Darren Till.
Darren Till is who I was talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call him
He's
the
got
gorilla,
like
right?
an eye thing going on right now. He
Yeah.
can't really fight. His whole
Those-
eye's fucked up.
Those 3 and maybe Jack. Maybe. Because he could wrestle a little bit. Those 3 would
Yeah.
beat him. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not saying handily. I'm not saying that the guy doesn't have
Cannonier's
phenomenal
nice,
kickboxing,
honestly.
but like,
Cannonier is low key nice.
but if you don't bring anything else to the and it's saying, you know what?
Can I go out on a limb here?
Pereira is the biggest middleweight you can
He's
physically
huge.
he's
be.
huge. Yeah, it's a big
As
man.
physically, So it is what it is. It was a good fight, but good.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, say something a little maybe outlandish. The 4th fight between these two it doesn't have a title involved.
So
No,
It's
it's
by
gonna
the-
just be
Because
like
by the
a-
time Izzy
event.
comes back from whatever personal things
Yeah.
he's dealing with, I don't think Pereira gets a successful title defense.
So I don't want to. I'm gonna quote Hawani. Adesanya was on the show. What does Hawani call the show?
I thought it was the Ariel Helwani
Yeah,
show.
well,
Yeah.
I thought he had like specifically for the UFC fighters, but whatever. So he was on the show yesterday or Sunday, but whatever. And he said, "I cried. I got it out. Now we move forward." He's like, "I thought I beat him. Like, I thought I had him again, and
Right.
he came and he beat me." And he goes, "I'm not gonna call it luck." He said, "Because it's not luck." He's like, "It's calculated. Like he
just
a
got-
calculated game plan." He said, "I don't know what to say. It's not luck, but every time it seems like I have him, and then I don't." He said, "My next fight will be him, regardless of if it's a belt or not."
Okay.
he
I didn't
said-
even know that.
He said, "I want it because I dare to be great." He said, "I'm daring to be great." He goes, "Yeah, I could do a couple fights and get back to that moment," but he said, "I dare to be great every day I wake up." He said, "I literally dare to be great, and that's what makes me great." He goes, "I need this one." Because he said, "It's ignorance, it's my ego." And this is quoting him. "It's ignorance, it's my ego. I truly believe I'm better than him." He said, "And I have to prove that to everybody."
So this is either the Ronda against Amanda moment, or I don't even know how to positively flip it.
I mean,
Aljo against Jan, maybe?
No, because Ronda didn't stand a chance against.
No, well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She came back from getting handed
No.
to her and
No,
then
this
got
is-
smoked.
This is DC.
This is different.
This is DC John Jones.
You think so?
I think that's the only way you can
Yeah.
you can explain it. You know, I mean, to an extent. I'm not saying
Yeah.
Pereira's on that level, but Adesanya certainly is. Adesanya, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in 2-3 years from now, Pereira's on a fucking 6 defense streak, and I'm like, wow, he might be the greatest. You know what I mean? Speaking of,
Not right now.
no, not right.
Not unless
Speaking
he
of
gets a wrestling
one of the
coach in there.
greatest, since you didn't watch it, Dustin Poirier
Dude,
has got to be considered one of the greatest of all time. It's time to
the
start.
man is a beast.
And
Oh my god.
and there's a big problem. There's a huge problem. He just doesn't have the skill set to go beat Habib. Obviously, he retired, or now go beat Islam. So the title's always in his way. There's something always in his way, and yeah, he was the interim, right, for a hot second.
Yeah.
And it sucks for him. And I thought long and hard about where do you go from here because he fought so many people and he's already beat so many people up and this and that. But he lost to Oliveira, so you can't run that back. You don't want to run that back.
Right.
There's no point in running that back because it's not a good matchup for him. I don't think people want to see Conor versus him as much as Conor
They
thinks.
want Conor Chandler.
I think they want Conor Chandler.
I'd love to
they
see
want Conor
Chandler
Chandler.
beat
So
the
for
brakes
me,
off of Conor, dude.
right? That would
Oh my
be
God.
so great.
For me, this is
So
what I'll
great.
say, and then you can tell me what you think. But I think it's Chandler, because Chandler's phenomenal too. You can't take that. away
Chandler
from him.
is a beast. The
Chandler
UFC
McGregor
profited
Oh my
amazingly.
God.
Chandler came in.
All of his fights have been electric, dude.
Showstoppers
Electric,
every time.
dude. It's crazy.
You go Chandler, you go McGregor, and then I think you go Belal Muhammad.
Yeah, he's up and coming.
He's there.
Yeah.
Belal Muhammad, or I'm gonna say his name wrong. I know it. Benel. I gotta
I'm
look
not
it
sure
up.
who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's in the top 5.
Of that division?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bino DeRouche,
Yes, I know who he is.
Oh,
yeah.
Benil Dariush.
Yeah, he's a beast.
who just got the win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
I think him versus Poirier would be that's the one.
Yeah, why not?
Because that gives Benil the ability to go fight for the title if he
Right.
can get over Poirier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice
Poirier,
as fuck.
that's the-
How can you be the #1 contender and be a gatekeeper? He is. It's
Yeah.
weird. He holds the keys to the division. Oh, you beat me, you get a title shot. But if I beat you, I don't get a title shot.
Yeah.
Because I've already been there, done that. I've already lost to those guys or whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't think
He's
he
stuck.
really necessarily wants the title fight. I feel like Poirier is at a part of his career where he's a draw enough. Like, where,
Yeah.
not like at a McGregor level,
No.
but people are paying to see Poirier fight at this point. Like,
But that's almost why you just do the Conor fight one more time, take the check.
listen, I'm totally with the dude.
I
Poirier,
do think there's a
the Conor
matchup.
fight one
I
more time.
do think there's a matchup that I would love to see personally. I would love to see him go up and fight Colby Covington
that would be a crazy fight.
because they hate each other.
Do they? Yeah.
Hate each other. They talk nonstop shit about each other, and I think that fight, that's a fight.
That would be cool.
Because
You
Poirier's,
think Dustin would go up?
yes, yeah, he's one of the bigger lightweights.
Yeah, when he was on Rogan was like, "You're huge to be
Yeah.
cutting down to like
he's huge.
this size." Yeah.
You know,
Real quick, because it is what it is. Yo, Whaley is nice as fuck.
Yeah.
This woman is a beast. I mean, I've been saying it. I mean, I've watched
Yeah.
fights with you. I've been saying it. She is just strong as shit, and she's such a balanced fighter. She can throw hands with whoever she wants. She is no stranger to getting any sort of groundwork at all. I mean, she choked out Esparza.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen her like mount
Esparza
up, ground
from-
and pound.
I
Like,
was talking to Jay the whole time we were watching the fights, and we both agreed like Esparza paper champion.
I was just gonna
Right,
say
like-
paper champion. Yeah.
like placeholder.
yeah.
Looked like she didn't want to be there.
She beat
Like and she was
she beat Rose, right?
yeah
She
was
did.
and she was masterclass. Like
Yeah.
she literally beat her in every facet of fighting this weekend. You know what I mean? She got beat in every facet of fighting.
Yeah.
Esparza. The other two, we can go over quickly. Frankie Edgar's last fight.
Sad.
Gutierrez looked fucking
Phenomenal.
great.
Yeah.
His movement, dude, that man is a
he's
problem.
He's gonna be a problem.
He's a problem. His movement and how crisp his punches were, dude. They were hitting Edgar, and I know Edgar's like 41, whatever, right? They were hitting Edgar, and Edgar was reacting after he was getting hit. Like it was like that. It was like, oh, I just got punched. Oh shit!
Honestly, the knee was perfectly timed.
Oh, he knew it.
I saw the knee. It was ridiculous.
He was looking for it.
To step up with it,
And then
it was perfect.
Closing out the main event, the main card.
Dan Hooker. The
Hooker.
Hooker fight. I mean, I won money on him, so I'm not upset. One of the weirdest fights I've ever seen. We kind of told you about this, but basically, so I told you about this on Sunday. So I looked up the other guy before I put in gambling. His last 5 fights won by knee bar. So I was like, all right, he's not gonna throw hands. He's just want to go on the ground. He literally sat.
Yeah, you were telling me about this. Yeah.
Ground. So and Hooker would just stand him up, piece him up with his hands, and then
it was a weird.
he would throw himself on the ground. Hooker would step back. He'd stand. It was the same thing over and over and over. Hooker winds up catching him with the liver shot and
with his toe.
He
Not
said
even,
no mas.
Not even clean. Like
not even a clean shot, but enough for him to be like, I'm done.
Enough force.
And it was
dude.
just a weird.
Dan Hooker's
weird fight.
another like gatekeeper realm guy, getting to be there now.
Yeah.
I feel like Dan Hooker.
So fun to watch fight.
Yeah, he's sick.
Alexander Gustafsson. There's certain guys that are like, just step back. Even. Okay, so if Michael Chandler's goal is to become a champion, then he needs to step back. If his money is to just collect the money fights, if his idea is just to get the money fights and make the money, then that's fine. Keep doing what you're doing.
I think he just legitimately warrior mentality, wants to fight the best that's available.
I get that, but guys like Hooker, step back, go face somebody out of the top 10 one time, piece them the fuck up. All right, now get back into it. Like, and that's what he did. Like, so for Dan Hooker, that top 5, I mean, yeah, you're in wars with those guys, and you're losing, but you're in wars, and then you drop out of the top 5, and you're piecing people up. So that's all you got. Like, you have to, like, doesn't mean your career's over, Dan Hooker. It means step back for a minute, step back for a year, a fight or two, piece somebody up, and then get back in there. Like, that's how I view it. I mean, Michael Chandler could easily drop out of the top 10 because he's 5, right? He was 5 going into the fight. He could easily be ranked 7, 8 now. He could go fight a 12, a 13, and unranked. They ranked to 15. And unranked, fucking destroy him on a fight night.
Right, yeah.
And then at the end of next year, get right back into a top 5.
Yeah.
Let it play out a little bit. Let's see what happens. Or Connor.
I think he fucking
Connor.
killed two
Get
birds
that
with
money.
one stone.
If
fighting
Connor's
Connor.
there,
Get that
'cause-
money.
and then
Yeah.
it's just going to sound outlandish to some, but whatever.
Dude, I think he would ragdoll Connor.
Connor is
Yeah.
Connor is outside the top 15.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
That's why I just said,
Okay.
yeah.
So,
It's two birds, one stone, man.
Yeah.
Route Connor. And you probably go straight to a title shot. I don't know how that works, but for some reason with Dana White, it works.
Yeah.
If you are able to,
He's gonna suplex him onto his head and win by knockout that way.
Connor can't. I mean, Connor just cannot hang with his wrestling. Can't.
No chance, dude.
No chance.
Yeah.
And he's explosive.
Chandler,
and he comes
Chandler
forward.
will scoop an ankle and slide into the single leg and literally just follow through with the suplex and drop him right on his head.
Yeah,
And if he doesn't survive, if he survives the impact, he's just gonna get blasted.
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not. Connor's a shell of
He
himself.
slammed Poirier so many times it was wild.
And Poirier knows how to wrestle, and
Right.
Poirier is bigger than Connor. So
Yeah.
that's a tough hill, you know.
The one other thing I want to say about Zhang Wei Li before we finish off of it, all the things you were saying, we also watched her get hit with that absolute fucking baseball bat of a switch kick
Yeah.
from Rose, and then come right out. Next fight was the trilogy with Jacek, correct?
Yeah.
And she fucking blitzed
Beat the
Jacek,
brakes off
who
her.
5 years ago
Broke her with
Jacek
a fucking
was
spinning
pound for
back.
pound the best fighter in the fucking world, male or
Caught her with
female.
a spinning back elbow. She fell straight on her face.
Yep.
So that's another thing we see with her that you don't always see with these super dominant people
Beast.
is they get she was able to get slept on a nightmare situation head
Yeah.
kick
Sometimes
and
it
come
happens
out and
like
just
that.
be dominant.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens. She lost to Rose twice,
Yeah.
and then came out and.
But
spinning
the
back
second
was
time was the head kick, right?
Jacek, and then got the title shot and just choked out Sparza. No, first time was a head kick. Second was a decision.
First was the head kick,
Yeah.
second was the decision. Okay.
Yeah, because that was the night we watched Usman Masvidal, and I won on the Usman too.
Oh, I hated that fight.
Yeah.
That was when they kind of
That
danced
was the
around.
first
and then,
one.
That was the first one because I listened to Joe Rogan and Usman was talking about how it was the first.
The
night
first
his
one was a
dad was
decision.
going to be out of jail and watching him fight for the first time, so I
So,
put money on him.
I
The
know.
first one was the decision, correct? Or was it when he slapped him with the cross?
Let me
No,
see.
the first was the
first
decision.
was the decision.
Yeah,
the second
that's
one
what I
was when
thought.
he
Because
slapped
then
him.
Masvidal needed time to train. He gave him time to train, and then he got fucking put to bed. But
Oh,
I
have
know
one more
we're-
thing real quick.
go ahead.
Let's keep going. Oh no, go ahead.
no, because
It's
I'm not
unrelated.
talking about
Oh, all right.
281.
All right, this isn't 281 either.
Okay, then go.
All right, so did you see what Gilbert Burns tweeted?
No.
Gilbert Burns tweeted apparently that the UFC offered a contract for him versus Masvidal about a year ago. He said no, he didn't want to do it. So then they offered him a contract again for the second time. He said no, he's going to Brazil. And then they offered him another contract again now for the third time, and he said no. So now Gilbert Burns was calling him out on Twitter, saying you can't say you're the baddest motherfucker, and they declined 3 fights. But I'll tell you what, Burns versus Masvidal, I feel like personally is a nightmare matchup for Masvidal.
No, what do you mean
Burns
personally?
would walk through him, dude.
Dude, yeah, and it's crazy. It's just
funny.
crazy.
It's funny you say that because my thing
Yeah.
that I had to say was also
Gilbert Burns.
right there. No, not
Oh,
Gilbert
okay.
Burns. Right there. Leon Edwards said that while Kamaru Usman's getting ready, he will take on Masvidal for the title because they have that 3-piece. Remember that?
Right.
The
That
backstage-
beef. Yeah, I
that
remember that.
Right? And that's the money fighter or whatever. Masvidal doesn't deserve another title shot. And I understand that he caught lightning in a bottle for a few fights.
No, but
is
what he will do is put asses in seats.
I guess,
and,
but
and,
for
and
me,
pay-per-view
for
buys.
me, Leon Edwards and him is a no contest. Leon Edwards wipes the floor with him. Gilbert Burns wipes the floor with him. Usman wipes the floor with him. Kobe Covington wipes the floor with him. Wipes him. I mean, not even close. And the last time we saw him, he got KO'd.
Yeah.
So it only gets worse from here
Yeah,
for Masvidal.
yeah. It's only gonna keep getting worse.
If
from
I'm
Masvidal,
Conor
for
McGregor,
sure.
I'm fighting Masvidal and I'm fucking him up. And then
Heel-
that's
wheel kick, knockout.
and then that's my way back into because Masvidal will just stand and bang with you. And if Conor wants that warm-up fight, that's it. And then you
Beat up
go
on
figure it
Masvidal,
out.
Yeah, just go like you're hitting a heavy bag.
Dude,
It would be like a sparring session hitting a heavy bag.
It might
for
be the
Conor.
most money. It might be the most money.
It would
if
be
you
a
could
great
get.
fight.
I
They
mean,
talk mad shit.
if
I mean,
you could get Nate
yeah,
out,
because
dude,
no one
fuck
loses
yeah.
as long as there's a knockout. Because
Right.
you'd love to see both of those guys get knocked out
Yeah.
at this
If,
point.
if you could get Nate back, in there for one more fight, sure, run it. But you're running out of time for that. Like
He's gonna
seriously.
fight Jake Paul.
More than likely, yeah. But I don't know. It was a great card.
It was.
It actually had the most finishes in a UFC I guess numbered event, not a main event, like a pay-per-view event.
Yeah.
But the most finishes starting from all the way to the prelims to the finish.
Right, yeah.
So all the way through and through. It had the most finishes in UFC history. Which is awesome.
Not like when we went in Brooklyn. When
And everything went
there was
fucking-
one
yeah,
finish.
everything
It was the
a
first
decision.
fight.
Yeah. But it was a great card. I mean, I think that basically sums it up for me. Anybody else have anything to say on it?
Yeah, I'm all set. Yeah. So we're gonna keep doing some more UFC as a little bit here and there as the fights approach, pay-per-views at least. Jets Giants. I mean Jets first because there's not much to say. We did catch a dub during the bye week with tiny arm Josh Allen, fucking blowing it to the Minnesota
Tiny
Vikings.
arm.
This man is afraid of overtime, afraid of the moment, cannot do it when it matters the most. I said what I said. Jets now go into Foxborough to play New England this weekend with sole possession, I believe, of first place in the division on the line. Can't get better than that on a bye week. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got arrested. Nothing happened with the team. Best case scenario going forward is Zach manages the game.
Do they have a win over the Dolphins?
Yes.
All right, yeah. So then, yes, it's for sole possession first.
So big week for the Jets. That's really all I got to say.
Yeah, it's
about
bye
it.
week. Yeah. All right,
It's the
we
bye
could-
week.
I mean, we could do it quickly.
It's the Texans.
Texans and so much running, and it was enough.
even yeah, it was definitely enough.
I was impressed by their defense. I was impressed by
even without
Julian Love, how he did. And somebody wrote, and I'm not going to claim to be the guy that did it, but somebody on Bleacher Report wrote an article, and he said that Dexter Lawrence, earlier in the year, there was questions whether he could make the Pro Bowl or not.
Mm-hmm.
Before the bye week, they said that he was questions if he could become an All-Pro or not. As of yesterday, people are legitimately considering him and Aaron Donald right 1 and 2.
Really?
Quentin Williams' son.
This is all I'll say. And I'm not comparing the two, but I'm saying from Dexter Lawrence's perspective, he had 5 pressures from the defensive tackle position on the quarterback, 1 sack, 4 tackles for a loss, and no pressures came from the defensive ends of the Giants all game. What? How is that even fucking possible?
Yeah, right.
No, that's a very good game, and he's having a very good year. And I like to pick when the Giants picked him,
Yeah.
and you were all pissed off at the time.
Well,
I'm not saying that he's not a top 3, top 5 defensive tackle this year. What I am saying is that by the numbers, I don't know if Brian could get it anywhere, Quentin Williams' numbers for the season. By the numbers, this is...
just do Pro Football Focus. Just
Don't
do
you got
that.
to pay for that? You got to pay for Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, maybe they give you a few for free.
Just Quentin Williams' individual stats for this year. By the numbers, and you don't know it because the Jets aren't a high-profile team. They're on no primetime games. They're not really. They're 1 o'clock a lot.
Tackles, assists, those sort of things. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, there's pressures.
They don't have pressures. All right, give me a bit. I could probably find pressures for you.
By the numbers, so far, this is 2017 Aaron Donald. That's the kind of impact. That's the statistical
Who?
impact.
Which one?
Quentin Williams.
Okay. I mean, listen, all I'm going to say is, I was talking about my Giants, and you made it about you, but it's fine.
Well, because you said Donald 1, Dexter
No,
Lawrence
I
2,
didn't
and I
say
said,
that. I said, no, I said, this is what this guy wrote.
This guy's wrong.
Okay. Now you're just being absolutely rude. I have it up right here.
You have it?
Oh, so fucking weird.
What'd you find it
It's so weird. PFF, yeah. Top 3 defensive tackles in the NFL. Number 1, Chris Jones, with a overall grade of 92.6. Number 2 in the NFL, Dexter Lawrence, with a 91.1. Number 3 in the NFL, Quentin Williams, with a 90.4. It's close,
It's definitely close.
but, really not sure where. Oh, Aaron Donald's pretty low. Wow. He's like 20.
Also, though, there was a game, I don't remember the numbers, but Quentin Williams had... It was when he had the fumble recovery, and was that the Dolphins game?
Okay.
When he stiff-armed Tyreek Hill on the fumble recovery? It's like a fumble recovery, 2 sacks, a couple of tackles for loss, whatever it was. Very good game, and Pro Football Focus graded him an 82.
I know. And they fixed
Yeah.
it. They fixed it. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not the end all be all. All I'm saying is, I wasn't really comparing the two.
Dude,
I was just
they're
saying
both
that
top 3.
Dexter Lawrence is really,
Stud.
really like an anchor at this point. And Adoree Jackson, he's playing his balls off. What do you want me to tell you? The defense is, I know it's Texans, but their defense is going to be tough to beat every single week. And again, we'll find out in a little bit, the matchups this week. I mean, Jets got a pretty tough matchup with the Patriots again. They're never going to be easy. Pats-Jets is never going to be an easy game. But
Jets
Giants
defense tied for second with points allowed. Guess who they're tied with?
Patriots.
Yeah.
And the Giants have the Lions. But we'll get into that later when we talk about spreads. But, so if they win this game, and this is not this might not be 100% accurate what I say, but I know it's within percentage points. Their odds of making the playoffs right now are 85%. With a win against the Lions, it moves to 92.
Jeez.
Not to win the division or anything, just to get into the playoffs.
Right.
92. So this win becomes even more crucial because now a fucking collapse and you still probably get in.
And we have the Cowboys after that.
We're
Versus the Cowboys on
gonna lose
Thanksgiving.
games. We're gonna lose
So-
some games from here to the end of the
8
year.
and 2
for
against
sure.
the Cowboys
We're
would
gonna
be
have
incredible.
A Sunday night game, and then Thursday, Thanksgiving, we're versing the Cowboys. It's going to be one of those
Right.
weeks.
So- You know what?
the Cowboys play Sunday?
Yeah.
They do.
They
as well.
do, yeah.
All right, so we're in the same.
Yeah. So take the wins when you can, and again, I view the Texans as a
Is
must-win.
Thanksgiving on Thursday?
Yeah. I view the Texans as a must-win game.
Next Thursday.
No, this Thursday coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
Yeah.
9 days. 9 days.
Because there is still a Thursday.
Yeah.
This week. Okay.
I knew what he was. Yeah. So
just confirm.
Yeah, no, we're here.
For this man,
Yeah. So
you never know.
the Texans was a must-win. and they did it. And that's it. They did what they had to do. And now the Lions, it's not a must win, but it's like it would be nice. It would be a good one.
It would be a good win.
You know what I mean? Because then you don't have to beat the teams you're not supposed to beat. Just beat the teams you have to beat, and you're in the playoffs. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good scenario. So, I mean, not much to talk about. I don't know if you want to add anything. Darius Slayton,
really.
broken play, ends up getting a touchdown.
Yeah, I was gonna say Slayton looked good.
He ends up being our best receiver.
Barkley
Galladay,
looks better.
you
Galladay
literally
got
can't
2
say
targets.
you
Let's
can't
go.
say
Yeah.
you can't say less about Galladay.
Tits
There's
on a
nothing
ball.
You
to say.
know what I mean?
We're saying too much right now.
He has one guaranteed drop. They put it in the books as a drop. And the second target wasn't in the books as a drop, but very well could have been a drop. And that's what got him benched. And he said he's going to keep working on it.
Bye.
Working on what? Catching the ball?
We're gonna watch an Odell Beckham play from the sideline in 2 weeks.
Like,
I'm gonna amp it up, dude. He's beyond useless. Kenny Galladay is worthless, dude.
He's cuttable, which sucks, but
He's cuttable in fantasy. He's
it is
cuttable
what
in
it
real
is.
life.
That's what I'm saying. He's
And-
cuttable.
Problem is that dead money, Sonny.
and they have dead money.
I know.
And you would think that, like, whatever, I'm not going to get into it. He could have like caught a few passes and played himself out of the Giants next year. But he's not even doing like, it's too far gone. He can't even do that now. So it is what it is. But that's for me. That's Jets Giants. You have anything else to add?
No.
No, we're gonna take a break. Hello, beautiful people. As you all know by now, it is football season, the best time of year. But what that also means is that it's fall. And fall is also another great time of year, specifically for fans of Stay Thirsty Company. Why, you ask? Great question. Because all month long through the month of October, Stay Thirsty is doing Droptober. What that means is every single Friday for the month of October, they're dropping brand new products, brand new gear, brand new merch, hats, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you could possibly imagine, you could get it at Stay Thirsty Company, all right? And I'll do you one better. Today, for our listeners, we got a 15% off discount for you. 15%. I know, we're basically giving it away at this point. All you've got to do is go to staythirstyco.com. That's staythirstyco, STAYTHIRSTYCO.com. And when you get to checkout, you put in promo code HAVOC, HAVOC, for 15% off your total purchase. Stay Thirsty Co. Drop the OY and focus on you. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It is time. As always, on Tuesday, we are going to review the Parlay-Vous Vampire Fantasy Football League. The boys got a win this week.
Mm-hmm.
And that means, tell them what it means.
That means we're biting and we're sucking Christian McCaffrey from Team Joe C. And he, in return, is getting, or already has received, Hines.
Naheem Hines. So that's sick. So we've added Christian McCaffrey to the war.
Sick.
We've added Christian McCaffrey to the war chest that already includes Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson, who both gave us. I mean, Justin Jefferson gave us a hell of an outing to help defeat Joe C.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, subpar week for him. He had 15 points. Devontae Smith had a good week for us. Jeff Wilson Jr. was a huge pickup for us.
Yeah.
And we won. We picked up Christian McCaffrey. It's on to the fucking next. We have 4 Dolphins in our starting lineup, and the Dolphins do not play this week. Right?
So that kind of sucks, yeah.
So let's see what we got to do here. I mean, we know we need a quarterback.
A quarterback and a running back.
Well, do we need a
I
running
mean,
back?
we got Daniel Jones on the wire. I'm not sure if that appeals to anybody. Bad Detroit Lions defense.
I don't want to start.
We have Rodgers against Tennessee.
I don't want to start Robinson or Carter because their defense is brutal.
Yeah, but they're going to run the shit out of the football.
You think?
Yeah, 100%.
Let's
It's a matter of who's available.
Yeah, Daniel Jones and Aaron Rodgers is available. Jared Goff's available against the Giants. We don't want to do that. Marcus Mariota, who's been pretty good. I mean, there's definitely quarterbacks available.
I like Daniel Jones.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bad Lions defense.
All right, let's do it. We're going to have to cut some pivotal pieces now. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we just got to cut Tua.
No.
No?
No, I can't.
Well, who are
We can't cut Tua.
I don't think we can.
What about Chase Edmonds?
Chase Edmonds is first. He's gone.
Yeah.
For sure.
What about Kenyon Drake?
Chase Edmonds for Daniel Jones.
Oh, no, take that back.
Chase Edmonds for Daniel Jones. Now the question is,
I mean, there's options. So
yeah, but are they better than Michael Carter? Like what I'm seeing here is A.J. Dillon and Brian Robinson. I don't know if they're better options than Michael Carter.
Do we need both Robinson? Is that what you're saying? The same thing?
No, I'm talking about Brian Robinson.
Oh.
Shot guy.
part of me says Gus Bus because our opponent has Lamar Jackson.
That guy's knee's busted.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm afraid he gets hurt.
Our opponent has Lamar Jackson.
What about Algier? Yeah, he didn't do too great last week, but
Yeah, now that Patterson's back.
yeah. I mean, we might be better off just running Carter or Robinson. Kenyon Drake doesn't look too bad either.
Yeah, that's how I
Edwards
feel.
is
Like,
coming
I don't
back,
feel
though,
like
this
we
week?
have to make a pickup. Yeah, but his knee's shot, dude. Like,
I'm gonna throw. Michael Carter in there for now, and then we need a kicker, and maybe we could change our defense, but we're probably pretty good with the Giants, right?
yeah.
I'll take a look and see who else is there, but
There is the 49ers on Monday Night Football versus the
Arizona
Cardinals.
That's interesting.
Patriots are the number one ranked defense. They're
I
available.
don't want to do that.
You don't want to, but
Not in the divisional.
I like the Niners against the
I do like
Cardinals.
the Niners against Arizona. I think more than the Giants versus Detroit. Because if Detroit
Yeah.
decides they're gonna put up fucking 30 points,
And is Kyler going to play?
yeah, and Kyler might not play.
so let's do San Francisco for the Giants defense.
Yeah.
Let's do Daniel Jones for
Chase Edmonds.
Chase Edmonds,
And we need a new kicker.
and then we'll just go kicker for kicker. Take Justin Tucker,
Done.
Easy.
All right.
and that'll be the moves. And
Can I
then
do that on here? No.
I have to do it, so I need someone to just write it down for me.
so right now, and obviously there's a bunch of buys going on, but it looks like it might be a very low scoring affair here, because right now he's without two guys, and we were without our quarterback and our kicker, and we are projected to win by 10. Now I know that's going to change,
Right.
but
Who do we want to suck?
the sucking,
Yeah,
my
dude.
favorite part.
Let's get to the sucking.
Let's get to the sucking. I mean, Devontae Adams.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Devontae Adams is there.
He's there.
I mean, we do need a running back.
Derek Carr's emotional.
We have Christian McCaffrey.
Elijah Mitchell's there. We can't take Elijah Mitchell. We can't.
No, can't do that.
Najee Harris is there.
No, I don't like Najee Harris.
I don't like
this
him
year.
either. I'm just talking out loud. Yeah, Javonte Williams is actually outplaying him.
Jamal Williams.
Did I say Javonte?
Yeah.
Jamal. Rest in peace, Javonte.
That's so he's not dead.
He's dead
I
to
think
me.
it's got to be
He's
Devontae.
dead to me, dude.
I think it definitely has to be Devontae Adams.
I was gonna say Devontae Adams or Lamar Jackson.
Or Lamar. Ooh. Wait, but we got Tua still.
No, let's do Devontae Adams.
Dude, having Devontae and Hill would be uncanny.
Devontae, Hill, and Justin Jefferson.
Right. It would just be.
All
yeah.
right.
And you're giving up Pickens, right?
Nah.
No.
Give up Michael Carter. Just do it.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, or we hurt. We gotta give up.
Yeah.
We gotta give up a receiver. You think?
No. We don't have to give up a receiver.
Are we hurting ourselves? Because then Jeff Wilson goes back in as the second guy.
Yeah.
So it's McCaffrey,
And Jeff Wilson.
and then it would be.
I mean, at that point, it's also just we're trying to torch people with the wideouts.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
but like, let's look ahead just for fun. Next week, Dalvin Cook and Kenneth Walker. So it's one of those guys.
Right. All right.
So. Yeah, he is in danger. If we play him next week, this team is not enough.
No. All of a sudden, no one has enough firepower for the vampire.
It's
dude.
a little weird, dude. All of a sudden, it's a little weird.
So it's Devontae Adams from Michael Carter.
It is right now.
Yeah, but he has 3 guys out.
Oh yeah, true. You're right.
Yeah.
Fuck a projection,
No,
dude.
I'm talking about next week.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm talking about next week.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It only gets better. So that's what we're doing. So we are dropping Chase Edmonds. We're picking up Daniel Jones. We are dropping Jason Sanders, the kicker, and we're picking up Justin Tucker, and we're dropping the Giants defense, and we're picking up the 49ers defense. And we are biting and sucking Devontae Adams for Michael Carter. And we are slowly getting back into it, and it's never too late. Keep that in the back of your
No,
head.
I'd say we're right on time.
I'd
say it's right on schedule, dude.
I'll just do it quick because we're here, right? First place 7-3, Bank Sinatra. Second place 7-3 also, and then third place, who we just beat, 6-4. Fourth place 6-4. Obviously they're tied for it. Fifth place 6-4. Obviously they're tied for it. And then the final playoff spot sits at 5-5 right now. He's the only 5-5 team. We're 3-7. There are 2 3-7 teams and 1 4-6 team. We play the 4-6 team next week, and we play a 3-7 team this week, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, we play the 3-7 team this week. So crucial next 2 weeks. 2 wins get us in. 2 wins put us in the 6th spot, basically, more or less.
More or less, right?
Right there. And then there's plenty of time left.
Oh,
So,
yeah. We could do this thing at 7.
It went from really grim to not so grim.
We're gonna do this thing at 7-7, and then we're gonna be the scariest thing to see in the playoffs when we have 7 first-round picks on our team.
So we'll see.
It would be wild.
So we'll see. That wraps it up, right?
Let there be lines.
Let there be lines. Here we go.
All right. Big week for me last week. Hopefully we can fucking repeat.
So we don't go over last week's bets till Thursday, right?
Yeah.
I know
That's
you're
tough.
excited.
I'm so excited. It's tough.
Well, were you
Alright.
gonna be here Thursday, absentee?
I hope so. I really hope absentee. What a
We called you.
dick. I hope.
We called you absentee Anthony on Thursday.
Yeah. It's tough, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I was actually thinking about getting a microphone for the house just in case. But I don't know how do we kick in? Right?
What do you mean?
Zoom.
You can do it through Zoom.
Zoom, yeah.
Yeah.
But we get the good quality. We get like decent enough quality.
Yeah. I mean, it would still be recorded through the soundboard, just through the computer.
Yeah.
Love that. All right, here we go. Thursday night football. Tennessee Titans at the Green Bay Packers. Brian, what do you got?
I feel like I went too low in the wrong team, but I took Tennessee at -1.5.
Oh my God.
That's funny because I thought I went too high with the wrong team. I got Tennessee -4.5.
Okay. All right.
I got Green Bay -5.5.
Give me a second. I don't know what's going on. They have Thanksgiving matchups up instead of these, so all right, we got them up. It is going to be. It's actually the Packers -3.
All
Right, so it's still LSU,
I'll
no?
take it.
Damn, that one was tough for me. I'm not even gonna.
It was super tough for
gonna
me.
lie.
I felt like I was out of my element.
All right. Well, Sunday, November 20th for those counting at home. Chicago Bears at the Atlanta Falcons. Will hit to Jimmy first.
Yeah, this one was tough, but I just went with the home team -2.
It's Atlanta -2. I got Atlanta -4.
I took the Bears -2, but it's Atlanta -3.
So I got that right.
You did too?
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with that one either. That one was fucking tough.
Next, we have Cleveland Browns at the Buffalo Bills in potentially 32 inches of snow, 31 inches of snow, whatever.
31.5.
It's all the same.
Over
past,
unders
like,
31.5.
Past
snow?
10 doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or is that the over-under of the game?
No, the snow.
I was gonna say, what's the over-under of the game, out of curiosity?
43.5.
That'll adjust when the weather comes. That'll be a weather adjusted line, which worries me about if the spread hasn't been weather adjusted yet, but that's
All
neither
right,
here nor
I'll go
there.
first. Buffalo -8.5.
Yeah, I'd be somewhere closer to that, but I played the weather into it. I have Buffalo -3.5.
I have Buffalo -8.5 as well, and it's Buffalo -8.5.
Oh
Oh,
my
good for both of you.
God. Air 5, dude. That's it right there.
Whiffed on the first two, and we got it right there.
All right,
We'll fucking take it.
It's almost like if you believe that the weather's actually going to impact it, you should take the under now.
Yeah.
Before it drops,
Right, yeah.
but that's just food for thought. Anyway, Philadelphia Eagles at the Indianapolis
It's
Colts.
chicken soup for the gambler's soul, dude.
What are you gonna do? Philadelphia Eagles at Indianapolis Colts, the no longer undefeated Philadelphia Eagles as of last
That's
night.
fucking right. Let's go. Take command.
Brian, what do you got?
I have Philadelphia -7.5.
Philadelphia -8.5.
Philadelphia -7.5.
It's Philadelphia -6.5.
Me and Brian. The New York Football Jets versus the New England Patriots at New England. Big difference here. What was the spread the first time?
3.5.
Minus 3.5. Yeah.
Okay. What do you got?
I got to be New England -5.
Yeah, I got New England -6.
I was wrong. I actually went with the Jets -2. 2.5. I figured coming off a win against the Bills,
Not in
Maybe.
Foxborough, bro.
Patriots -3.5.
All right, so I get that. Let's go.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about Fox.
3.5 is not enough for me to bet on the Jets.
How is it the same line that it was in
Yeah.
MetLife? You know,
Yeah.
those are the things that piss me off about the way Vegas is treating the Jets this year.
Well, it's because they're away now.
I know, but it's the same line from when they were home.
Right.
Same line. Patriots -3.5.
Yeah, so-
Same line as it
But
was.
they're giving Jets respect. If they weren't, it would be
Right,
bigger.
right.
That's what I'm trying to say. Going the other way with it. Rams, possibly without Stafford, but definitely without Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Going to the New Orleans Saints, and I am going to go first because I think I need to just say it. I have the Saints -1.5.
Yeah, you kind of talked me into it indirectly off camera, and I went New Orleans -2.5.
I went Rams -2.5. It's actually Saints -4.
Let's go.
So
And can I say something?
Yeah,
They
you're allowed.
they cover.
I think they cover.
I think they beat the Rams up. I think this is the end here. All right, Lions at the Giants. Giants have got to be favored in this game. Have to be. Giants -5.
Yeah, they have to be favored, but much like the Jets, the Giants aren't getting a ton of respect with the books right now, and Detroit just scores a ton of points. So I went Giants -3.5.
So the reason why I went 5 is because it was 6.5 first. It opened up 6.5 versus the Texans.
I
So
felt
I'm
the
not giving.
same way.
I'm
I felt
not
the
giving a
same way.
bunch of respect, but
Right.
they're better than the Texans, right?
Because I went
Fair.
-5 as well, off the same exact thing.
Okay, and what is it?
-3.
All right, so what
I
do you
got
have?
it.
I had 3.5.
Oh,
So
yeah,
now
yeah.
you and me are tied for first. Brian's right behind us.
Okay,
I'm coming.
we got.
I'm sure you are, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm sure you
We got the
are.
Carolina Panthers at the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens coming off the bye. So I got the Ravens -6.5.
Brian?
I have the Ravens -8.5.
Nah, it's got to be double digits here. Baltimore -10.5.
It's actually Baltimore -12.5.
Yeah, got to be.
Wow.
I thought that was way too high. Like not what they said it, but I felt I would be going too high.
Dude, if whenever Carolina matches up against a team with a winning record the rest of the way, I feel like it's going to be at least 9.5.
Wow.
We'll see if I'm wrong, but
Okay. Washington Commanders at the Houston Texans. This one was a little hard.
This one was tough. Yeah.
I went Washington -1.5.
I took Washington -2.5.
I have Washington -3, and it's Washington -3.5.
All right, Brian's on the board again.
So are we all tied?
No, I'm up by 1. You two are tied.
Okay.
5-4-4.
We are into the 4:00 hour. There are 3 4:00 games this week. We have Las Vegas Raiders, Las Vegas Crybabies
A garbage can matchup.
versus the Denver Broncos.
The Las
Beginning-
Vegas Crybabies. Oh
Beginning
my
of the
gosh.
year, this was 2-7
This is
and
a
3
fire
teams.
matchup,
Like
yeah.
right, like
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
it.
Didn't work out that well.
So this is crazy. I don't want to go first this time, but
You don't have to.
go ahead, you
What
go.
do you got?
I hated every second of this, but I got Denver -1.5.
I got it a fucking pick 'em, dude.
I was just
I
gonna
just got the
say.
chills.
I was just gonna say you have a pick 'em, don't you?
No, I got Denver -2.5.
Oh, interesting.
Wow, that's a good call. It's Denver -2.5.
That's huge.
That is huge for you.
Cool.
It's a big
I
bout.
was hoping you both would go 3 and 4, and I just
Sneak in,
sneak in. But it
like
was-
Price is Right.
yeah, yeah,
um,
exactly.
425. Dallas Cowboys versus, and Dallas Cowboys have a loss to the Packers versus Minnesota off a fucking miraculous win.
Miraculous one.
This is hard.
Yeah.
Minnesota -2 for me.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that hard. I have Minnesota -2.5.
I have Minnesota -4.5, but it's Dallas -1.5
It's Bush League.
Away.
away.
That's Bush League stuff.
-1.5.
And you'll get the
Dallas.
point there, Alice, but I just want everyone in the room to know that that is Bush League.
-1.5.
Wow.
Dallas Cowboys going into
The last 4:00 game, the Bengals at the Steelers. I went too low here. Bengals -3.
Yeah, I agree. You definitely went too low. I have it just under a tutty, -6.5 Bengals.
I have it -4, 5.5 rather. It is -4.5. So
You the
that's
boy.
me. Which
Yeah.
one?
3.
Gotcha.
8 o'clock
Dude,
game.
he's raging.
He's
Mhm.
raging. 8 o'clock game. I just still can't fathom how you get that upset. 8 o'clock game.
Dude, he's relaxing after work. Give him a break.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ. I feel like he's relaxing after playing games and goes to work. But anyway. Hey, what the fuck? Kansas City Chiefs at the Los Angeles Chargers. I went too low here too. I'm basically a dick. Chiefs -4.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I might have went a little high, but I got Chiefs -8.5.
I have Chiefs -8.
It's Chiefs -6.5.
What'd you have? It's Brian's.
Last
Sad.
game. What do we got? Score check.
You got 7. Brian has 6. I have 5. So still
So
anyone's
nobody's
ball-
eliminated.
Yeah, anyone's ball game still here.
Okay, so the San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals on Monday Night Football. Who's down? Who's down bad? You, right?
I'm down to
yeah,
yeah.
You're down the worst, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. What do you got?
I got San Fran -9.5.
What do you got?
It's clean. San Fran -8.
I have San Fran -6.5, and it's San Fran -8.
Let's
Honestly,
go.
you got it.
That's the big nail in the coffin right there.
Yeah,
dude.
good for you, dude. You got one.
I got one.
That's your
dude.
first win
I
of the
did
year.
it. I did it.
Next week's Thanksgiving. Good for you.
Holy shit.
Welcome to the
Holy
club, bud.
Shit, dude. It's good to be here. Holy shit.
Damn.
I mean, I forgot what it
fucking
feels
saw
like. I have so
Ice
many. I have so many of those on the shelf at home. So
It's not good when you get excited that you won a week. It's not good. Like, I have, like, smiling ear to ear is not good here.
he's gonna go home excited.
And be like, Valentina, I won this
Yeah,
week.
he's gonna be.
And
He's
just
gonna.
like
He's
that.
gonna have a scoop of cookie butter, and Valentine's gonna be like, "Oh, what are you so excited
Over
about?"
under in this Bears Falcons game is 50.5.
What?
50.5 for Bears.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take the over. I'm dead serious.
I like
I mean, Dolphins Bears was
Listen,
a fucking shootout.
I like the philosophy that you have where you're just like, whatever I like, I'm going to go the opposite. It's a really fucking weird way to think about it, but it
It's
works.
turned my fucking season around. I'll tell you that much. It's turned the season around, dude.
You have been doing very well.
What?
You have been doing very well.
Yeah, you have been, yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah. Well, there's only one place for it to go from where it was, dude.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Rehab, dude. You could go to rehab. There's always
I don't need to go to
there's-
rehab.
No, I'm saying
It's not
there's
that bad.
always 2 places to go. You could always go lower. I mean, there's no. When it comes to gambling, it's not like
It couldn't have gotten much worse than it was like the first 8 weeks of the year, 7-8 weeks of the year.
Yeah, whatever. You know. So hopefully the
But
next.
then you triple underdog money line college football parlay that you sweat out till 10:30 at night on Saturday, and you turn things around.
I mean, yeah, don't we all? I don't touch college. You know.
I love gambling on college football. It's my favorite gambling, dude.
Yeah, it's okay to me. So, where are we?
I think we're ready to take a break.
We're gonna take a break.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
What up, guys? We're going to get you back to the show as soon as possible. I promise you that. But before we can do that, we have to make sure that all of our listeners are looking good and feeling better this fall with Saatchi Di Dinero. October 14th, Saatchi is releasing their fall 2022 collection. You want a hoodie that's nice and comfortable. You can wear it out when you're running errands. You can wear it out to the bar. You can wear it maybe when you're going to pick up a date. Whatever you want to do this fall, Saatchi's got you covered. These hoodies, they're pre-shrunk, and it's an oversized fit. So basically what that means is you're going to want to grab one size down from what you would normally wear, and you're going to be perfect. You're normally a large, grab a medium. Normally a medium, you want to grab a small. It's very simple, very lightweight, very comfortable. We got a promo code for you. The promo code HAVOC, HAVOC, going to get you 10% off of your total purchase at checkout. SaatchiDiDinero.com is where you want to go for that. Saatchi Di Dinero, always authentic, never counterfeit. Welcome back. As always, best way to support the show is to support the sponsors. You support the sponsors, you're supporting the podcast, supporting the boys, helping us chase a dream. You can also support us by following, liking, subscribing, sharing, all of that happy horse shit at the social media, at HOH Podcasting, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Thursday night football time. Tennessee traveling to Lambeau to take on the Green Bay Packers. Packers are -3.
Yeah. Over under is
Go ahead.
41.
I don't know how I feel about the over-under in this one. I like
Yeah.
Tennessee money line. I like Derrick Henry 2 or more touchdowns. What's that?
Oh, I'll put it together for you real quick.
No, not together. Just
Oh.
the 2 or more touchdowns as its own bet.
Let me see. Player to score 2 plus 390.
Fine. I'll take plus 390
Yeah, I'll
for
take
Henry.
that too,
I'll take plus
honestly.
390. And then I would parlay Minnesota money line Henry to score 1, which is probably going to be around like what,
Henry
2
to score 1 is going to be
Would the
plus
Tennessee
208
with
for
the Tennessee money line
anytime.
208. So
Yeah.
I was going to say like 240, so it's even lower than that.
Well, anytime for Henry is actually minus 150.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then the money line's plus 142.
So what would the money line and Derrick Henry to score 2 be?
That is going to get you to 585.
Yeah, so I'm all about that action, and then Trey Burks anytime is what?
Trey Burks anytime is going to be, where's he at? Trey Burks. Plus 460 for him.
Yeah, I'll take that too. And that's
Yeah,
that's
think
how I
that's
feel about
interesting
this
too.
Thursday
He's
night
coming,
game.
this is his first game back?
No, he
second
played
game?
last week,
All right, so he's a week.
but he was like activated on Friday, and
That's
they
what
were
I'm
like,
saying.
"It's
So
go
he's got a
time."
weekend and he's
Yeah,
like with it now. Yeah, I like Traylon Burks. I'll probably, I don't know, man. I like Tennessee Titans money line. This might actually be a decent Thursday game, honestly. If the Green Bay Packers that played on Sunday show up and it's not what it's been for the first 9 weeks. of
I'm
the
just
season.
gonna like I'm not letting myself get fooled by what my eyes have seen for 9
That's
straight
how
weeks.
I feel, yeah.
The Cowboys are gonna cowboy sometimes, you know,
Yeah.
and that run defense hasn't been tremendous all year,
And I felt
and they got gashed by Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon.
Right.
Absolutely
that
gashed.
plus the 2 picks by Prescott, essentially on the same type of play, killed them.
That's the other thing. Like,
Especially the one in the end zone killed them.
you hate to say it,
Like-
but they win this football game if Cooper Rush plays, right?
Whoa. Oh, take it easy.
He doesn't turn over the
He
football.
doesn't turn over the football. I mean, the pick in the end zone was huge because they were driving down the field.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry, Brian. I'm not going to take it easy. I'm doubling down. The Dallas Cowboys beat the Green Bay
Let's do it.
Packers on this past Sunday if Cooper Rush plays that football game. Sorry, take it or leave it. Go ahead.
I want everybody to absorb it. Really be able to fucking chew it up. Decide if they want to spit it out or.
Swallow it,
I
baby.
don't think it's too crazy to say. The Packers were getting beat up for a bit.
And by some like kind of mediocre teams at some point. So
Yeah.
Teams at the time that we didn't think were good in the Jets and Giants.
right.
And the team that's who else beat them in between the Jets? No, the Jets Giants beat
The
them back to back.
Redskins.
Yeah,
And they
the
lost to
Commanders. Yeah,
Lions.
Oh, whatever. Commanders keep doing that.
And the Lions.
yeah. The Lions was recently though. By the time the Lions game came, we were all like, bet
Well,
the
like,
Lions.
these guys
The
suck,
two of us,
yeah.
me and Jack, I think had the Lions as the glizzy god against the
So-
Packers. Like,
Anyway, here's my stupid facts of the game.
well, make a pick.
I will after.
Okay.
Did you make a pick?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with the Titans money line too, and I'm probably riding Henry to score 2. As far as anytime, I like Traylon for the same reasons I was saying before. He's a 1 game removed from being activated. Other than that, maybe Watson, but he's only plus 180. Watson to score 2 though. if
No
it
chance,
happens.
dude.
If it happens again,
That was a fever dream for
it's
Christian
plus
Watson.
1200 for that. So you never know.
All right. I'm going to go Green Bay.
I knew you would.
Yeah, we knew you would.
Whatever. I am historically fantastic on Thursday Night Football. I don't think I've lost all year on Thursday Night Football.
Okay, so now we're gonna have to watch
I've
the
been having
game
a
on
good
Thursday after the show.
honestly.
What'd you say?
I've been doing pretty good on Thursdays.
Oh, I've been getting stomped out on Thursdays.
No,
Yeah.
I do good on Thursdays.
I have not been doing well on prime time
And
at all,
Sunday
really.
night. Sunday night I do well on too.
Sunday night's hit or miss for me. I'm gonna go Green Bay because the division, the AFC South, like you got like 500 is where like 6-3. That's too good for that AFC South right
Yeah.
now. I'm gonna dial that back. Green Bay, they don't like I said, they're not chasing the Vikings down, but they're gonna surprise some teams late in the year. I'm not saying they're gonna make the playoffs or anything. Now, the Titans have covered the spread in each of their last 7 games. Mostly because they were dogs or very close spreads and they won 6 of the 7 games. The next stat being, the Titans have won 6 of the last 7 games. And the last stat, which is just out of control, 10 of the Packers' last 12 games coming off an overtime have gone over. But
that is insane.
But you're not factoring in the short week. So there's like that.
Yeah, you're not factoring the short week. You're not factoring in Derrick Henry.
I feel as though that the Titans with Malik Willis and is Tannehill back?
Yeah,
He is,
played
right?
last week.
He's
yeah,
good. Like he's fully back.
yeah, he played the whole game last week.
Yeah.
Other than they put Malik Willis in for that
yeah.
stupid read option and he fumbles the ball.
I don't know. I mean, Tannehill makes them more 2-dimensional than
100%.
Yeah.
He was 5 of 14 for his last
Mhm.
start. 5 of 14, or maybe 5 of 16. I don't want to be disrespectful.
All right, well, here we go. Here are my stats, and then I have Green Bay. So here are my stats.
Okay.
AJ Dillon over his rushing yards in the last 4 to 5 games. Robert Tonyan over his receiving yards in the last 5 games. 4 out of the last 5 games, and his receiving total is 27.5. AJ Dillon rushing yards 33.5. Those numbers are pretty fucking low.
Dylan's numbers are always low. I was about to say that. That's why he's gone over.
Yeah.
It's because the number's low.
Robert Woods under receiving yards in 4 out of the last 5 games. Under. His over-under, Robert Woods, for this upcoming week is 33.
Yeah, and I could see the under happening.
Yeah, definitely.
Traylon Burks is back. Nick Westbrook Akinya or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not
Let me
even.
ask you a question.
He killed it last week, but he just like Tannehill likes going there.
Does Alexander travel? Jaheir?
Yes and no.
Okay. Is he the number 1 receiver, Robert Woods? Or are we calling Traylon Burks the number 1 receiver?
I don't know.
Okay, interesting enough. Derrick Henry
Interesting enough.
over rushing yards in 4 out of the last 5 games. His total, what do you got?
126.5.
His over-under is 126.5.
99.5.
What do you got?
For who?
Derrick Henry.
Rushing yards?
What's his over-under? Yeah.
Last week, it was, I'm trying to remember. I'm going to say it's probably like 85.
85? And would you have 99?
99.5.
It's 99.5.
I was going to say, I think last
Okay,
week was
see?
90.
126 is fucking ridiculous.
Well, I thought
Wait,
you were trying to bait me into something crazy. I thought you were trying to do that gotcha New York City style of comedy that you do so well.
No. Whoa, take it easy.
Style comedy.
I
didn't know you did it so well.
The Titans.
Yeah, dude, that
the
real
Titans-
Anthony Jeselnik style.
The Titans' new tight end, which I'm not even gonna fucking try to pronounce.
Oh God, I mean that's definitely Okonkwo, but I'm not gonna take a crack at his
All
first
right.
name.
His over/under is 9. He's kind of electric.
9 yards
Yeah, and he's kind of electric. So
based on what, his name, or you watched him play?
The last 2 weeks he's had
Oh.
some really nice plays. I mean, nothing eye popping. Yeah, let me look it up. You're making me
Are you
feel-
talking about Okonokwo?
Yeah, what's his first name?
Okonkwo.
Is it a combo?
No,
Yeah.
no.
I don't even know.
I don't for sure. Certainly, I don't know.
I would guess, if I had to guess, I would guess Chigozium. I think
It's a better attempt
But-
than I would have made. I think.
that's just a guess.
Dude, I just got down DJ Uaglele,
Oof, I don't got that one.
I'm
the
really,
Clemson quarterback,
I don't even
DJ
know what that is, but I don't
Uaglele.
have to say that. I'm really very not good with names. I'm really very not good. I'm really
Well-
very not good with names.
Good thing it doesn't look like DJU is going to
It's
make it to the
pronounced-
league. So
Chig Zem O Konkwe. That's how you say his full name.
Yeah, that's tough.
Chisholm Okonkwo,
Yeah,
that's his whole first name or his whole name?
that's the whole name. His first
Right.
name looks like it's Chig Zem O. Is how you say it. That's like the
Chigzimo
that thing's called.
Okonkwo. All right, good for him.
Okonkwo.
Yeah, all right. So the last 2 games,
I'll take a silly name over. Why not? 9 yards.
the last 2 games. The 2 games ago he had 48 yards, and last game he had 41 yards.
And the over-under is 9.
9.
Yeah, over. Smash it.
I mean,
Silly name over.
How do we feel? Silly name over.
Yeah,
right?
silly name over, dude.
Silly
That should
name
be
over for everything, dude.
every
for
time.
all the marbles, dude. All the
For
marbles.
all of the eggs.
All the eggs in one little basket. It's over under 9. I almost want to take an alt line and like put him over 27. Like see what happens.
Get crazy with
Get
it.
him plus fucking med. I don't even know. I'm gonna play with it. Let's see. Before we close this out, let's just see. Guy I can't pronounce. Same game parlay. We're going Packers. We're going anytime Derrick Henry. And we're going over in receiving yards for a guy I can't pronounce. And we're going over 26 receiving yards. That's plus 285 is just his alone. That brings a Derrick Henry anytime, Packers money line, and this guy over 26 receiving yards to plus 850. Not bad.
I love that, dude.
Not bad. Not bad.
I love a little silly name,
Not bad.
same game parlay, dude.
You know, or we go maybe we add for fun because that's really all it is. It's just fun. Robert Tunyon, get him over 25 yards too, right?
Big Bob Tunyon, yeah,
Yeah.
25 yards. That's one catch for Bob,
And
dude.
that's 1,200. So we're going
Yeah.
tight ends over 25, Derrick Henry anytime, Green Bay straight
That's got to be what, plus 1,000?
plus 1,200.
Yeah, there we go.
That's not. You could do worse with your money. You know?
Yeah, and I intend to. I'm sure I intend to. By the time Thursday comes around, we
Alright.
might have to make a little side bet.
Oh.
Wow, side bets used to be a real staple of the show. You know?
Yeah, we haven't made a side bet all year.
It used to be a real degenerate
Really?
staple, but things have changed.
Be like, you want any side action, dude?
All the time we take it side.
Let's
action.
take some side action under the table, dude.
You know, it is what it is.
Oh, we might. Well, that's not for today's show. That's for Thursday's show. Brian, anything else on Thursday night?
No, gonna ride Titans and Derrick Henry basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Fucking-
Titans, Derrick Henry to score 2 touchdowns, parlay that, and then Trey Burks, anytime touchdown. By itself, plus 460.
460.
That's what I'm rolling with. I think that's what Brian's rolling with. This guy's being weird. That's the show, right? We're brought to you by House of Havoc Podcasting, Tiger Pack Productions, Sachi Di Dinero, Stay Thirsty Company, Justin's Chop Shop at West Hampton Beach, and Dino Skate Park. Peace out.
Stay tuned.